Hello, beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight is. Woo! I'll tell you what a beautiful place today. Starlight started her morning off in the right way. And anyway, I love you so much. That mosquito. So don't mind me if you see Starlight going like this, like a window wiper, you know, because probably my oil kind of ran out. I probably sweated that out, but tea tree oil for mosquitoes, yay! But anyway, I'm out here, and I hope you're getting out like Starlight is. And what a wonderful way to start your day is by going out and go for a hike. Get out of here, go for a hike. No, I want you to go for a hike, seriously. It's so important. And ever since I started on this trail, it's like, wow, 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 wow. So, you know, I was going to go up on this hill, but I asked Archangel Michael, please guide me, not my way, but, you know, not my will, but thine will be done, you know, universe, where. And you know what, this is a treat. It's a gem. I would have never thought this was here, you know, so this is one of those beautiful gems out here. So anyway, I love you. Thank you for being here, loving and supporting Starlight. And thank you, Dreamweaver. Yes, you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the beautiful message that you sent me for days now. And thank you for being such a sweetheart and being so thoughtful by sending Starlight a gift yesterday. The universe told me about it. I didn't get any notification from my Cash App, but I really, really appreciate you. That was such a sweet thing that you did. I wasn't really able to cook last night, so I did take that gift and I went out to Moe's restaurant to eat because I'm a vegetarian. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It went right in my belly, and I appreciate you for doing that. That was such a sweet thing. And thank you for the beautiful message. I really appreciate you. So thank you. And so I just needed to do that, you know. So anyway, I am out here, and this is my first time. I have been all over on different hiking trails, and I don't know how I missed this. It was beautiful pictures, but I'm going to really kind of skip a lot on my introduction because I did say a lot already. So this video is about, you know, things are smack right in your face, and a lot of times we overlook things. You just did a beautiful lunar eclipse meditation, and so I'm releasing a lot of things in this video here. I want to really help all of you with the things that you're going through, and all of us are in our own path, our own unique path, you know, our own walk, you know. We all have our different backgrounds, what we're learning, and so this, I really didn't know what I was doing today. I already thought I was going to do something for a video, but then I'm like, this is too beautiful out here. I need to make a video on my way out because I just got done doing my morning meditation. So, because I seen something on the way in here, and that's why I wanted to make a video, because I'm like, isn't it cool? So a lot of times, you know, we get stressed out, and we all can go through that, is, you know, overthinking about our situations, you know, and adding more stress to our life, you know. And this is a great time to let go of things that we cannot control. And, you know, Starlight is not one of those chicks. I used to be when I was younger, and, you know, like they just recently had a fair out here, and I don't know how I would be like to go to a carnival, a fair, you know, where they got all these rides. But we are like that many times in our reality. I was thinking that this morning by doing this meditation, this beautiful meditation about the full moon. So with that being said, is a lot of times we're hanging on too tight and trying to control every movement in our life. And we really need to let go and trust, and that's what I was releasing this morning, is letting go and letting the universe guide us, because we're adding more stress and worry. And sorry, Starlight's making sure there's no mosquitoes biting. So anyway, I'm going to start walking and move along here. So anyway, this morning I wanted to stop here because this is a great spot to kind of start walking here, and this is so beautiful. I am coming back out here because I want to really explore all these other hiking trails. And I like this because it's got shade and sun in here. I love trails like that, and it's got water. I'm a big water nut. I'm an earth sign, and I'm always drawn to the water, and this is such a beautiful place. My first time being here, and it's amazing where this is located. You would have never thought. I mean, it's a place that you would just drive right by and not even know it was here. And I even thought my GPS was dropping me off at the wrong. I'm like, what the heck are you? What, GPS? Actually, it did drop me off at the wrong spot first. But here's a metal bridge that I already crossed through earlier. And woohoo! I got to watch out because these sneakers. I'm kind of new to these sneakers. The universe, I need things, and the universe blesses me. Like last night, I needed something to eat, and I was praying that God would help me out. Didn't even know that Dreamweaver sent me a gift because I couldn't cook last night because it was too windy. But this is so beautiful here. What a big ass long bridge. So I am so grateful to be able to be out here. And in life though, a lot of times looking things, and like I got signs out here as I came out here, and isn't this beautiful? So this stream, and the water might look the way it looks because there's other places that I've gone where the water is kind of clay underneath the dirt and soil. So I want to try to get close as I could to the spot that I'm looking for. So a lot of times though, we're so distracted in life. There's signs all over. The universe is always sending us messages. Like this morning, like I saw like a squirrel. What does it mean when you see a squirrel? So this reality, a lot of people don't understand because, you got to go through some shit in your life, or like old souls are going to kind of pick up on the information more than people that, this might be your first time here on planet Earth, but I'm an old soul, and that is why I've been I've been here many times before on planet Earth. And so old souls are going to really find out things quicker than other people. And so saying that is many times, if you really look at what you're going through and look at what's going on around you like a dream, you're going to really understand really what the universe, what God is actually revealing to you in your life. And, even like walking on this trail, there's a lot of tree roots on this trail. But a lot of times we overlook different things. Like I walked over that bridge, What does it mean when you see a bridge? What does the bridge represent? So there's people out there that study these things all the time, like symbols. They understand a lot of these things. I gotta look for something. I'm looking for something because I seen it on the way in here, and I just kind of passed it. And because of the name of these trails, well, I don't actually know the name of this trail, but they do have little markers, red markers on the trees out here. So now Starlight is I'm backtracking, and I'm kind of showing you the beginning of the trail because there's something out here I need to find. But there's information all around us. It's smack in our face, just like the way this matrix is a lot of times people try to figure out how, well, this is not an illusion. Nature is not illusion. But trying to understand how this, our reality, how could that be an illusion? And so the more you go down that rabbit hole, you'll bring more awareness to you. And when you learn to open up your third eye, because your two eyes deceive you. And speaking of eyes, I'm almost close to really what I'm looking for out here. I could easily go, oh, here it is. So it's kind of odd, you know. I was walking from this way, and I'm just going to turn around, and nice and slow so I don't make you guys get dizzy. But, you know, somebody laughs out here. And I was like, I'll tell you what, I am super high today because yesterday was my birthday. Things happened yesterday that I said that's not going to happen, and it's kind of funny, it ended up happening. And so you got to really be times, you know, we think, hey, that, you know, this isn't going to happen. And the universe has a way of showing us and teaching us things that we really don't know. So there's times we think we know stuff, and the universe proves us wrong. But it's like reading glasses, you know? And I'm like, that's kind of funny. You know, there's like, actually, I didn't even think of it. I want to see. Starlight is like, just kind of seeing if there's any other clues on these glasses, because this is how this matrix stuff. But it is kind of a strange place. You know, because how would somebody lose their reading glasses? So I'm just looking at numbers. So I'm going to hang these back up here. But I said that's kind of funny, because how are they going to find these reading glasses out here? And so what does it mean, like, when you find glasses, reading glasses, in the dreaming? And this is for Starlight, is that there's something in my reality that I'm not seeing clear enough on a situation. Imagine that. There's something, and that happens to a lot of us, you know. There's things that we, you know, our pride and our ego gets in our way. Many times we think that we know it all, even when we don't, even when we have lessons, even though, you know, there's many times, you know, you could have a dream or even drive in the morning. There's times this happens. I've seen it especially, that mosquito got right in my ear. But near the ocean in the morning it's really foggy, you know. And that is how we kind of walk through our life sometimes, that it's foggy and we can't see clear of how to get through something, you know, like a situation that you're dealing with. And so this was a sign for Starlight, is that there's something I'm not quite seeing clear enough. And so hey, what do I do? How do I, you know? So we need to let go of the overthinking, and you can ask for help. That's the interesting thing. You can ask for help, like I did this morning. You know, I asked, please give me clarity on what is it that I'm not seeing clearly enough. What is it that, you know, I'm missing out on, you know, like what is it? And you can ask these questions. You know, we got to let go of pride, because pride will, like, you know, we'll put it off on the back burner and not even ask a question, not even ask for help. And I do have to say, I'm proud of people that reach out to me on my YouTube channel and they ask for help. You know, that takes a lot of fucking strength to do that. A lot of people, their ego is running them, you know, and it gets in the way of blessings coming in their life. And you need to ask for help. I met a homeless man not too long ago, and he missed out on eating dinner. I didn't really know what to do. My food, I had some of my food, and he didn't have, like, I didn't want to give him my dirty fork. And I said, well, I have this salad that I have left. And, he lives out on the street, and he went through a lot just to pack up his tent. And I believe he's got like something where everything's got to be perfect because it took him forever just to put his tent together. And I'm like, what is he doing over there? So I forget the name of that, but he might be one of those people that everything's got to be so and so, or otherwise they would take it apart and redo it over and over again. And so I understood why he wouldn't want to take his backpack out to go get that fork, you know. So he said that he would eat that salad even without a fork. But, you know, and I told him, you know, I talk to people and I'm like, you know, that person actually goes out and steals to get his food. And I said, you know, I've been in my car. I don't need to steal. All I need to do is ask, you know. It would make your, you know, because this guy got caught stealing, you know. You can get, you know, you can make your life worse by, you know, being too prideful. And that's where a lot of people, they don't, I had to go through it on this journey here. I had to keep on asking and asking and asking. And there's no shame in asking for help, but the way society has taught us that, you know, it's a bad thing to ask for help. You know, people pick on the homeless people because they're out there in the middle of the street asking for help, you know. And so is that a lot of times, you know, the universe is sending us either people or signs out in front of you. It's smack in your face, just like this matrix is, you know. Everything is smack in your face, but we overlook it. You know, we make life harder than what it really is supposed to be because the way this matrix has been set up, you know, it wasn't set up to make your life easy. It was to, you know, because who's running this world? It's not God. But a lot of people, even at churches, they worship a God that's not the God, you know, that, well, it's the God of this world, not the creator. And so everything is there, but we got to slow down and stop trying to control every part, every movement, you know. Is that like those rides? Sterling hasn't been on a freaking, you know, at a fair, on a ride. Man, maybe when I was 15 years old. I've never been on a ride after that. Actually, no, I was pregnant with my daughter and I got sick. That was the last time. So I was 17 years old, you know. And so when you get on those things, you're like hanging on tight for dear life, you know, like and you know, we gotta relax. We gotta let go of that, you know, and trust that the universe has got you. And we fight against that, and we're afraid. And Starlight's right there, you know. And I get messages. It's like, Starlight, you know, you gotta loosen up. You gotta let go. Stop trying to control every part of your life, you know. And that's why patience is so important. There's so many people, because the way society is, it's worse these days, you know. I was in line yesterday and I was like, wow, you know, we stood in line. There was 3 lines instead of going to the self-serve line. I'm like, wow, the lines weren't even moving. It was kind of strange, but we need that. We need that time to just sit still, you know. Just stand there, you know. And so I had to, like, wow, we're not, you know. But we need that. That's what we need. Instead of being in a rush, that's how we're missing out on the signs, you know. We're so in a rush to hurry up and fix something. And there's times that we need to sit in it, you know, and think about really what we're doing and ask for help, ask for guidance, like I did this morning. You know, I'm letting go of things. I'm letting go, you know, I'm forgiving. I'll tell you what, it can bring tears to your body, and it's releasing it, you know, with these meditations, is letting go of that old version of yourself that made all these, you know, like not making the right choices, you know, and forgiving that part of you, you know. It's, you know, not carrying that in today, and your every day is letting that go and forgiving yourself and because you did the best that you could do with what you had and the information, and and it's okay. But society teaches us to feel guilty and shameful, of making the wrong choices, and that is what we all need to let go of, is let go of that guilt, let go of that shame of what you did and how you got to where you are, is that it was lessons. That's all it was. So, and that's why it's so important, not only to lighten up in your life about the hard times and the things that, because I'll tell you, I went through that stuff. I made took a lot of the wrong, did the wrong choices, and it really did. I'm alive today. I don't know how, but, because the universe had something for me. I had to go through that and learn those lessons the painful way and the hard way, to now I know, In a lot of churches, what they do is they force you to do things against your own free will. And there's times, just like being a mom or being a dad, tough love. There's times that we got to let go and let our family go through the painful way. Let them decide on their own. But you can't force people, and control them. They have to decide on their own when they're ready to do that. I can't force anybody to quit smoking cigarettes. They got to be ready to do that. Just like with myself, I try to, quit marijuana because of somebody else. And I had to learn, no, I had to do it for me. I couldn't do it to quit for somebody else. I had to do it because I was ready to let go of it. And that is a big, huge problem in churches, is that they force people. They, keep on repeating over and over again. And, it's just tough love, is that we got to let go, just like a teenager. They keep on going out and getting into mischief. Well, you already told them how many times? Let them find out. They're not listening to you. Just we got to let go. And, stop trying to force other things on other people, is that they got to figure it out. And with yourself, don't beat yourself up because you made the wrong choice. It's a lesson. Just learn from that lesson so you don't have to repeat it. So a lot of times those signs and information is there to guide you, and people are there. You could watch a video, and sometimes, people can't handle the truth. They disappear. They disappear because the truth is too much for them. It's sad. They're not ready for it yet, because they're so used to the lies. They're so used to people beating around the bush that it's a big horse pill, and they can't really, Starlight can't do horse pills. They choke up on the truth. So anyway, I love you, and really be kind to yourself. Let go of that part of you that, is beating yourself up about, the choices. Hey, I screwed up now. Look at my life. You know what? It's okay. Let it go. You turn it around. There's right now though, you can turn that around and change it, and hey, look at that. Yeah, I did, it got to me, there's no accidents or coincidences here. You were meant to go through that, whatever it is, because it will make you stronger later on. I love you so much. This is Starlight. Namaste. This is Starlight. Love, light, and peace.